The
Bachelor.
So we watch this show religiously, and by that I mean JD and I literally waits for ABC to post the recaps, and then we'll go through and skim the recaps.
More like
Okay,
Sean.
so AKA Emily watches religiously.
Yes, Emily watches religiously because you have vested interest in this.
I do.
Because you were actually friends.
I love Hannah G.
Yeah.
So we went to Disney World together last month,
As
which
most
was so
friendships
fun.
do.
And then we're going to Hawaii in a couple weeks.
What?
So I'm
How
excited.
did you guys initially meet?
So just like so one of the boutiques that I work with, like collaborating, she has modeled for a long time, and now she's like also an influencer, but it's just a different kind of space, you know?
How would you describe her
both in
space?
Instagram,
Okay.
but she does a lot of modeling and influencing,
Got it.
and then I do influencing and blogging.
Okay.
Hardcore, not a model over here.
So
all.
how does one parse that? Like figure out how to break into the model industry. I'm asking for Alex mostly.
I've actually been trying to get into this
Yeah?
field for a long
yeah,
time.
yeah. Like what
Doing
advice would
mostly
you give
billboards,
Alex?
advertising, like
Advice.
TV
Oh
remotes.
goodness. Find an agency.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Great.
mean, you have the height.
I got the height.
Yeah.
Show some
I got
skin,
the
dude.
mask for it too. I don't know if you guys have.
Yeah.
Dude, that 7 foot
I'll turn
wingspan.
sideways here.
Nobody can see you,
Yeah.
but you do
That's
look
great.
No,
good.
but the
Sure.
camera. It's
You
on.
do
There is
look
a
good.
camera
It's
here.
wrong, and you knew that. And that kind of hurt that you
You do look
insulted
good,
me
though.
there and thought I was gonna.
Wow. What a finale, man.
Dude, I'm floored.
Edge of my seat.
I can't believe that he did that thing with that
He did it.
girl,
The whole thing.
and he already jumped the fence,
He jumped the fence.
but now he's
What we've been waiting for the whole season.
What we've been waiting for the entire
Literally.
season.
he's here for the right reasons, Sean. He's
Well, but he wasn't because he went after Cassie. And so, which I think was the right call for him because he was hung up on her.
Can we talk about this though? Like,
Yeah.
you have 24 girls after you, and Cassie is the
Sure.
only one who's not really after him.
Sure.
What a typical guy.
Right.
You know, just going for the one.
Is that
of
not
course,
cliche or
Of
what?
course, he wants
Is that
the
not
one girl
cliche?
who's not like head over heels. You know what I mean? It's just so typical,
So
in my opinion.
the thing about it, I love that two of the dads, namely Cassie's and Tasha's, both said, no, I'm not signing off on my blessing to you.
Because it's a very realistic thing to do.
Like someone should do.
Right.
Right? And like,
I'm
I think it
happy
was,
that they did.
yeah. And Cassie's
Yeah.
dad was like, let me get this straight. You're actively dating 24 women and you want me to give you my blessing
Yeah.
for my daughter? And I'm
Hell
like,
no.
no. And this is,
Heck no.
that's the fundamental flaw of this show. And I know you're friends with Hannah G. And I actually really did like Hannah G.
Just so sweet.
She seemed like
Like
it.
in person, like the nicest.
Where is Hannah G from?
person. She's from Alabama.
She's from Alabama. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the accent that really disarms you, first of all. But she genuinely seems like she has a compassionate streak
She
to her.
is. Yeah,
So,
for sure.
what was Colton's issue here? Why can't he just get on board with a good thing?
It does not make any sense. I also think, we don't see everything. That's
Sure.
like one thing. So they sign contracts where they cannot tell you anything. So I'm on this trip with her like a month ago after the whole season has filmed. So obviously everything has happened, and you ask her things and like her lips are shut.
No
Good
way.
for her.
Oh,
Even
my-
with you?
shut. I mean, we had just met for the first time on this
and
trip.
you can
so it's
probably
not
use
like we're
context
friends.
clues.
But, and I mean, no, her lips were sealed.
Really?
And so I couldn't really figure anything out. And I don't really know how much after everything has aired. I still don't know how much they can share. The only thing I really found out that was funny was they can have 2 drinks an hour max. They like
Really?
write it down. Yeah.
So no one gets
So no one gets drunk. Because I think
plastered.
of things that happened in the past,
Wait.
probably.
So I do have a kind of average Joe question for you about this show, because I know that I've watched it. You've watched it, Sean.
We're still pretty ignorant too.
I'm a little so when the show starts, some of the contestants that get added to the show are strictly there for like TV bait, right? Like
They have to be.
so
right.
so you don't know. So there has to be at least like 5 or 6 legitimate candidates from the get-go
They're quote unquote there for
that are
the
quote
right
unquote there,
reasons.
but there's some people that are just there for TV time, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
There
a lot of
has to
these,
be.
There has
a lot
to
of these
be.
are influencers, right? Who are
Oh.
trying to build up brands.
Yeah, that's why it's so funny. Before like Lee and I started dating, everyone said like, "Oh my gosh, you need to go on The Bachelor. Like, you should go." And
Did
I
you
was like,
consider it?
I would. So many reasons, no. But I mean,
Because
obviously,
I would
I would.
100% go on The Bachelorette solely to promote this freaking podcast.
Well, that's the thing is, if I went on there, hey, what do you do? I'm an influencer.
Hey, do you guys
great.
listen to
Why are
podcasts?
you here? Like, hello, it's so obvious why you're. Yeah, it's obvious.
yeah.
But
I get that.
I just had to ask.
I
'cause
think I
know
would
that-
literally start off on my first episode and be like, I thought this was The Voice. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for wasting your time.
Guitar. The other kid I'm ready to sing or no?